Herzlich willkommen zurück zu diesem Video. Heute gibt es wieder ein Channeling und das Channeling ist auf Englisch. Ich habe es bereits für euch bearbeitet und während andere Menschen gemütlich nachts in ihrem Bett liegen und schlafen, liege ich auch in meinem Bett, möchte gerne schlafen. Aber die geistige Welt kennt keine Zeit. Zeit ist eine Illusion. Und so kommen manchmal auch nachts gewisse Botschaften zu mir. Und in dem heutigen Video geht es darum, wie du selbst deinen Dualseelenprozess, deine Twin Flame Journey blockierst. Und ich wünsche dir jetzt ganz viel Freude bei der nachfolgenden Botschaft für dich. Und ich verabschiede mich jetzt schon mal, im Gegensatz zu sonst, wo ich es am Ende mache. Und wenn du Fragen oder Kommentare hast, kommentiere gerne unter dem Video. Und für weitere Hilfe kannst du gerne auf der Webseite vorbeischauen. Und ich wünsche dir jetzt schon mal einen wunderschönen Tag bei allem, was du machst. Und bis bald. Deine Mel.
How do I become magnetic and attract the things I want? First of all, there's no need to become magnetic because you are already magnetic. And when I speak about you, it's not the mind, it is you, your soul. Your soul is already magnetic. Your soul was all the time magnetic because your soul attracts what your soul needs for the growth of the soul. So your soul is attracting what the soul needs. What you have to release is the wanting and needing from the mind. Think in terms of if you want to be a millionaire or you want to win €1,000, then maybe you will go to the lottery and play again and again and again and again. One day you will recognize that you have lost a lot of money and that you still not have won in the lottery €1,000, but you already attracted what you needed, not from the mind perspective, but from the soul, because the soul attracted the experience the soul needs to grow. It is not what you thought about, but what was for the highest good of you. And you already know the you is the soul. So if €1,000 or €1,000,000 is not for the highest good of your soul, you will never attract this, because this is a need from your ego mind. This is why a lot of people who are trying to manifest with the law of attraction and try to be a millionaire or try to attract a new car or something else are still not a millionaire or have the car they wanted. What you have to release is the need of something, because the need is always the level of consciousness in a lower vibration that you don't have this. Because when you had this, you wouldn't need it. You can still have goals like a perfect relationship, a house, or something else. But if you still thinking it has to happen in this way, or you have a particular imagination of how and when, then you are blocking the receiving, because you are not open for all the possibilities of receiving. It is like you think it has to be this way and only this way. I want this, only this. And so you are firming up that this is the only possibility you are allowing to receive. And you are not open for other possibilities that may be much more sufficient for yourself, for your growth and your soul. So you are blocking with your firm imagination. What you have to release is the I want this and only this in this way and nothing other. Then you are open to receive a lot more what is in alignment with your soul and with your growth of your soul. Okay, you are asking me about your twin flame. With your twin flame it is the same. You say, I only want this person, but maybe there are other possibilities for you and for your growth and for your soul growth that are more aligned with your soul. You are clinging on one specific person, and the soul wants always to experience itself and the highest version of itself. When you are clinging on your twin flame, you are clinging on a specific outcome. So you are blocking yourself from receiving another possible alignment with your soul. So you have to be open, because the mind does not know what is the best. Maybe at this moment it is for your highest good not to be with your twin flame, because your twin flame has to learn something else, like you have to learn something else. So I highly recommend that you step aside and let the things flow in its own way, because your soul knows always what is best for you at this moment. Only the mind is thinking that the mind is knowing what is best for you. So the mind is creating a specific picture about how, when, what will or has to happen. When you release the resistance of the mind and release the increase of wanting something specific, you will be amazed what your soul is magnetizing. For this you have to be completely open, not attached on any specific outcome. And you must trust your soul, your higher self, and the divine, because no one other than these will know what is for your highest good. How can I achieve that? There is nothing you have to achieve because all is already done. This is something what the mind doesn't understand. You only have to be in the now, in the present moment, and you will receive everything what is needed for you. The main problem is the fear of the mind and the need to control, because again the mind is not in der Lage to see what will come. So therefore the mind is in fear of the result, that it would not be the best outcome. The mind is always in fear and in the need of controlling. But this is exactly what is blocking what your soul is attracting, or you can say magnetizing in. For this to release the blocks, you have to release everything what is in the way. Your limiting beliefs, because the mind cannot imagine the many possibilities, and the mind is always thinking in terms of what is when it is not working out. How could this ever be possible? This is the limitation of the mind. You have to release these limitations. You have to release all what you have learned before, because the world doesn't function like the mind was conditioned, and you have to decrease the intensity of wanting or needing, because when you are wanting or needing something with a lot of desire, it is the level of consciousness, which means craving. You crave something. This is neediness. You need it. This often comes from the inner child. The inner child wants something so bad and therefore is caught up by this. So it is important to heal your inner child, because your inner child is connected to your past experiences, and your past experiences are connected with your subconscious mind. Therefore, it is important to see what is on your subconscious mind and heal these parts where you have experienced a lack of something in your early childhood. And you have to release all the fears in relation to the divine and in relation to love. And when you release all these things and all the blockages against love and against receiving love, then you will know that this is the greatest enemy for the mind or the ego, because then the ego is not in control. This is the biggest fear from the ego, that the ego will lose the control. But as long as the ego is controlling you, that means the ego is controlling your soul, then the ego will always blocking your growth, and you can never experience the real you, which is your soul. You have to step out of the way, and with you, in this case, I mean the ego, so that you, the real you, the soul, can attract what is for the highest good. I hope this helps.